Hey, y'all. Hey, it's a wonderful Wednesday with me, Tracy T. It's Tracy time. What is going on in the land? I know what I want to talk about, but I want to know what you want to talk about. I can tell you there's lots happening. We were scheduled to have a conversation. Hey, VJ! We were scheduled to have a conversation as a follow up to the many things we talked about on last Friday and Monday. We've had some developments occur since then, and I just feel like we need to have a conversation and a recap. So I'm going to say this very quickly so that we can make a good use of the 30 minutes of time that we have together and say this. I'm going to post again the link to voters registration. I encourage you, I implore you to use it as a call to action. Use it as a call to action for people who need to register to vote. We'll have a whole separate push when it comes time when we near the election status time for people to exercise that right. But we first need them to be registered, right? I'm going to say that until I can't speak, even when I'm hoarse. If I have laryngitis, I'm still going to say register to vote because that's how important it is, okay? That's number one. It goes without saying. Because here's the thing I can't figure out. V, help me. What would keep you from wanting to exercise your right to vote? I just, if somebody can tell me that, I want to understand. I understand there's been some apathy with regard to voting and some of the things that have happened for voter suppression and the like, but I want to know from someone who isn't registered to vote. I would love to have a conversation with them honestly, in earnest, and hear what their position is and what's motivating them not to want to vote. So hey now, how y'all doing? Me and Jeremy love y'all. I, yep, I'm having, I don't know what y'all eating for lunch today, but I'm having I haven't decided what I'm gonna eat, but I'm having some water. My regular old good old Kroger brand seltzer water and lemon flavor. I still have some of the raspberry left, y'all, but I haven't completed those. They just aren't lemon. So okay. They're not bad though, but I just prefer lemon. So listen, two things that we know. Hey Rebecca. Rebecca, did you ever get some sleep? You said your neighbors were going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for Cinco de Mayo. I hope you got some sleep. I hope they finally went home because you said they were drunk and loud. You probably should have called the authorities because that would have busted that up real quick, considering they were probably not in policy with the um, social distancing. At any rate, um, let's talk about Cinco de Mayo for a minute, shall we? Hey, Mal, let's talk about Cinco de Mayo and social gathering. Let's talk about Shelby County because this is where I am. Let's talk about people who were in droves yesterday, connected, not social distancing, gathering to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Now, I am so grateful that I have friends from every spectrum of the land. What I did not see yesterday, though, were a lot of people who experienced Cinco de Mayo out celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Now, that's odd, isn't it? What was motivating everybody to get out? Because it was a nice day, because they had opportunity to drink, because the restaurants were open. What was it? Because what does Cinco de Mayo signify for folks that are not in the direct relation to Cinco de Mayo in terms of what it means? I want to know the answer to that question. So tell me, what was motivating so many people all across the land to get out and risk their safety to celebrate Cinco de Mayo yesterday? I mean, I had a little sip of a margarita yesterday for my Olay Cinco de Mayo, just a nod to Cinco de Mayo. Um, but I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go to a restaurant. And I can tell y'all with absolute certainty, when I do go out, I have on a mask and I keep myself 6 feet or more in terms of distancing from other people. When I go to the grocery store, when I go to the pharmacy, hand sanitizer and I are best friends. What I'm glad you were finally able to go to sleep. So I am not opposed to people connecting, because I am a very social person. I am an extrovert. I have missed, like all get out, exercising my superpower, which is hugs. I have really missed that. I have really missed you all. But because I care about you, because you matter to me, because your safety is my utmost concern, your well being has to be the top priority for you and for me. And because of that, I don't go out and I don't regular places and stay close to people and not have on a mask. Okay. So now here's my question. Okay. Rebecca says she thinks it's because the restaurants were open and it was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day. And it was my youngest daughter's birthday too. Mama didn't even get a hug her neck. See, happy birthday to your daughter. Happy birthday day to you. And here's my question. And I want you to weigh in on this because then I want to talk for this, and then I'm going to get off of this because I want to talk about something else that's even more pressing in my spirit. Question. Is it selfish of you or someone to go out without a mask? Yes or no? Is it selfish for you or someone else to go out without having on a mask? We know that Governor Cuomo said that it was disrespectful, but I'm just wondering, is it selfish? Do people allow themselves to think, you know, I feel fine. I don't have any symptoms. I'm asymptomatic. I don't have to go out and cover myself. One person, one lawmaker, and I can't even keep giving these states credit from where these nuts are from, y'all. One lawmaker said that he's not going to wear a mask because he doesn't want to cover God's creation. Huh? If that's the case, then why isn't he? Hey, Chip. If that's the case, then why isn't he wearing clothes? Why, if he said he was creating God's image, and I'll find the name and I'll find it and share it because I can't make this up. But he said he's not wearing a mask because he does not want to cover God's creation. That we are made in the likeness of God, and he does not want to cover up God's creation. And so I have to ask another question then. If that's the case, what is he doing wearing clothes? Because we're the likeness of God and the image of God is our whole entire body. It's not just our face. But he had clothes on. So what made the difference for him to cover up his face? So is it selfish for people to go out in public without having on a mask? Is it selfish? I want to know what your thoughts are. Yes or no? And I'd love to hear what you think because we already know now what's happening with the. This is the second of my three things. So social distancing and mask Cinco de Mayo, that's one. I'm getting ready to talk about the task force that is being potentially dismantled, and want to know what are your thoughts on that? If we're seeing an uptick, not a downtick, not the curve being flattened as we've talked about, right? Not diminishing cases, not people surviving, not even medicine to help this. That the pandemic task force in the United States of America is dismantling in the midst of, at the height of the curve, and that your president said um, that he knows that it's going to just wash over and everybody will get it, and then it'll be it'll be fine. We'll be back to normal. Huh? Does that make sense to you? At the very best that we can hope for is that the blessing in that is that we don't have the spin on the scientists comments, that we won't get that political spin anymore because of those press conferences. We won't have that. But I'm interested in knowing, y'all talk to me, what's going to happen then with people all around the land? What happens? Are the scientists, because we know Dr. Fauci, right now they're having these hearings, and Dr. Fauci's been barred from speaking. Why is that? Just a question. So y'all give me some feedback. Is it selfish for you to go out? Is it selfish for someone to go out and not be covered with a mask? Is it logical to shut down the task force. Y'all know I'm going to always say encourage people to vote. I'll post that here because we put all these people who are in leadership now in office. And here's the last thing I want to talk about. This is my what in the world. Hey, sweetie pie, this is my what in the world. The jogger, the 25-year-old jogger in Georgia who was hunted down and killed in February. February 23rd, I believe was the date. How is it? Hey, Mr. Hobbs, how does that work for you that you are in a position, and it was in February now. It was in February that we're just now, because there was video. There was video of this attack, this assault and murder. There was video. And so because of the video footage, the McManiels, I think that is the name. It was a former police officer and his son who saw this black jogger, this young man, just in his neighborhood jogging. Like no law against that. Unarmed. Unarmed. Hunted down. Hey, Lane, hunted down. He's jogging in the neighborhood. Imagine this. 23 years old. You minding your own business. Ahmaud Arbery. Minding your own business. And because someone thinks, a citizen, not a law enforcement officer, and his son load up the truck, shotguns, weapons, and go and get this 25-year-old man just in his neighborhood jogging, unarmed. And they shoot him, and it is reported that he sustained 3 shotgun wounds. Now, 25 years old. Does that outrage you? Are you outraged by that? And that nothing had happened until this video surfaced to force justice. How is that possible? We live in neighborhoods. Think about this. You're in a neighborhood and someone is I see people jogging and walking their dog and stuff down the street all the time. And someone is jogging down the street. Let's say it's at dusk. I think it had to be dark. I'm assuming that, but I don't know the time of day. And you see someone in your neighborhood load up the truck with guns and hunt someone down. Now, the reason it's on video is because someone did what most neighbors would do when they see that kind of ruckus. They are thinking to themselves, oh my gosh, what's happening? There's been an alleged rash of break-ins in that neighborhood prior to this occurring. Again, you are not the law. You and your son are not the enforcement. If you think there's someone in your neighborhood who just, okay, I'm jogging and I'm going back to where I'm burglarizing homes. I'm doing B&Es on a regular basis, but I'm going to go for a jog because I'm just feeling like it today. That doesn't even make sense either. But what we saw is a black man in a predominantly white neighborhood who they felt was out of place. And so for whatever reason, and we don't know and won't ever know likely what happened to cause them to feel like it was okay for them to pull a weapon on this young man and kill him. Because that's what happened. The man was murdered. But now the bigger issue, because that's horrible, that's deplorable. Does that incense you? Does that make you completely feel frustrated? Does it anger you? Does it give you any sense of reaction, any emotion flared up from that? But here's the thing that's more troubling in my spirit. It's May. It's May. And only because the video surfaced is there now some call for action and justice and judicial repercussions for this father and son, the McManiels. And here's what I want to know, y'all. What is happening in the state of Georgia that it is okay for you to kill somebody and for you not to be arrested? No arrests were made. Did you hear me? No arrests were made. No report, no nothing. Until now. It's coming up now because of this video, because people are outraged. What the heck? So now Governor Kemp, Yes, the same governor who felt it was okay to open up his state to be exposed, for the citizens of the state of Georgia to be exposed to coronavirus. Now he's saying he wants the Georgia Bureau of Investigations to be involved. Hmm. Now, sure. Now they're saying they want to get this case in front of a grand jury as soon as one is available. How do y'all feel about that? This is happening. This is on our watch. What the heck? I know. I know. Here's the thing. I use this live at lunch to share with you what I've seen. And think about it. I was just with y'all 2 days ago. We were just talking Monday. And now here these things have surfaced. I am encouraging you. This is not to be a Debbie Downer. This is not to rain on parades. This is not to be a thundercloud. This is to inform, right? This is hopefully to empower you. This is hopefully to move you, to ignite a flame, to reignite a flame, to re-spark some kind of action for you to know that this is not okay. The time has come now, y'all, that we have got to stop saying, that's a doggone shame, and really call these people to the carpet. Literally demand justice. Now, President elect, former Vice President Biden, has publicly announced that he is demanding justice for this 25-year-old young black man jogging in his neighborhood. How is that okay? How is that okay? In addition to all the other things we have going on, we're already fighting, and coronavirus was happening then. Remember this. This was February 23rd. We knew about coronavirus then. It was only a few days after that that the whole pandemic was announced. So this is not like it was time to be out and unprotected, toting guns like you martial law. Are we in the Wild Wild West? Rebecca said, oh, Gone T-shirt said this is sad. And Rebecca said this is wrong. Someone needs to demand justice for the young man. Yeah, I agree. It's us, Rebecca. We're the someone. We are the someone. We all have got to say, even if it's just a simple tag or a common post that says justice for Ahmaud Arbery. His whole life, 25? 25 years old. There is no age that's an appropriate age for you to be murdered. Number one. But a baby, 25? Rebecca, your daughter just celebrated a birthday. How old is she? Because I can't imagine that a 25-year-old who obviously cared about his health because he was out jogging, right? He was trying to do something in the midst of what he had to deal with, whether he was exercising for his well-being and health, or maybe he had some things on his mind and needed to take a break and just go out and get some fresh air and clear his head and eliminate some stress at the same time, and now he's mad. I mean, now he's dead. I'm angry. I don't like to say I'm mad because dogs get mad, people get angry, but I'm angry. I'm angry about that because I have a 25-year-old in my family. My niece just turned 25, literally days ago at the beginning of this month. And if someone murdered her, I would be absolutely outraged and devastated. Your babies are 20 and 22. I just, y'all help me. We got to start putting this thing in real perspective. We've got to start really aligning ourselves with fact because we get these spins, right? We get these ever so common spins that we get, and somehow it's numbing us. Hey Jack, somehow it's numbing us, and we've got to get ourselves to strip away the apathy and not hear it as just another report, and allow yourself to really feel what is happening here and put yourself in the position. If you're going out without a mask, are you being selfish? Yeah, I think you are. Because what you're saying to other people, like the president who went to the mask making company the other day, hey Winslow, and did not have on a mask, but had on goggles. What that says is, I don't care about you. I don't care about you. I don't care about your well being. And it really says, I don't care about myself either. Or if I'm fine, then I think I'm okay and that's enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. Because the last thing I know you would want to have happen in your life is for there to be someone that you love, someone that you care about, someone that you have shared your life with, someone that you know to get sick and die from coronavirus. And we all are, oh, Cinco de Mayo, okay, ole, margarita, yay, it's a beautiful day. Okay, but then how many people do you think got infected yesterday? How many people do you think were exposed to the virus? Because there were so many people out celebrating because it was a beautiful day and it was Cinco de Mayo, and they think, I don't feel sick. Well, have they been watching the news? Anybody? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Have they been watching the news? Because last I checked, you ain't symptomatic until you aren't. And then you still got it, but you don't feel anything. And by the time you get the symptoms, you've already come into contact with people. So then that goes to 3 T's, right? The testing, tracing, and treatment. Well, guess what, y'all? We haven't even got the first T right. The first T is we're still in testing. And the president talked about, we've tested some 200,000 people. Well, guess what? We need to test millions. Don't get fooled by this propaganda and these spins that we're getting. This is bad. And you're smart. So let's stop being dumb. I had a conversation yesterday with my pastor, and she said her grandfather used to tell her dumb is dangerous. And I told her I was going to use that because dumb is dangerous. And in this case, if you allowing yourself to think, I don't have the symptoms, I feel great, so I don't need a mask on, that's dumb. That's dumb. Because the reality is, either you're going to expose somebody and you are asymptomatic and don't know you have it, or you're not protecting yourself and somebody around you may seem fine and look fine, but they have it. And those spores and droplets they talked about, size of a piece of glitter. Anybody know what a piece of glitter? That's T90. That's it. That's all it takes. So I'm not preaching to y'all. I want to know, do you think it's selfish? You heard my thoughts. I think it is. I think it's selfish. If you are going out in public without a mask on, I think it's selfish. I think you don't care about yourself. You don't care about anybody else. I think it's selfish. And what do y'all think about this task force dismantling? Because we just in the height of the dang on pandemic, and Trump saying, "Oh no, we're good. It's just let it just go with it. We're gonna let it wave, and everybody will get it, and it'll be fine. We're gonna lose, 200,000-300,000 people. What? Masks are the new normal, Jackie. Right? I mean, like masks should be like earrings. Masks should be like glasses. It's an accessory at this point, right? You got to have it. It's more like glasses than it is earrings, because without these glasses I can't see clearly, and without a mask I shouldn't be able to go out feeling comfortable breathing clearly. Period. But the reality is we allow ourselves to get, I saw people, and whew, I have seen images of people celebrating. I am the first person who wants to celebrate. I absolutely love a celebration. I love birthdays and graduations. Mother's Day is coming up. We have graduates. We have graduates in my family. I'm so proud of the graduates we have in our family. We have people who are graduating from high school and college with honors. Delighted, thrilled, so proud. But is that cause for us to get together and be shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, head to head, taking pictures? No. Because I want that graduation to be the first step in your bright future, and not me potentially exposing you to something or another family member to something that's going to devastate our family. That's devastating. Let us not forget, y'all. This is the second cousin in my family who's got coronavirus. I am literally saying to you right now, hey, Julie, my cousin right now, Edward Rowe, lift his name up in prayer. He is fighting for his life. He is in a medically induced coma right now. We are praying for him to recover. He's on a ventilator, y'all. Imagine if you had that. And the limited information that comes along with it, because there's so few people that are available to communicate with the family member, and you can't go to the hospital. Oh my gosh, Jackie, no, we didn't talk about that. Okay. Y'all pray. And Jackie talked about this. This was the thing. This was so disgusting to me. I couldn't even. But so yeah, what do y'all think about the man who wiped his face on the lady that was working? Because see, to me, that's criminal. And that's so disgusting and vile. What do y'all think about that? What do you think about it, Jack? I'm telling you what, I think it's assault. I think it's assault. Because if someone spits on someone, that's assault. I think that's assault. And did he know he was positive for the virus? Because this is just like anybody else that has a potential deadly disease, and if they spread it intentionally, it's criminal. See, this is all news just from Monday. He should be in jail. She should demand again. Here we go. Here we go again. People should, hey Diddy, we have got to start making demands. The person that happened to, the victim, she was a victim. She needed to demand, okay? She needed to demand that charges be pressed against him. That is assault. You can't put your bodily fluids on me knowing that you have a disease and think it's okay. Your nose? You wiped, oh, it is assault. It's biological assault. If I was standing in front of somebody and they spit on me, that is assault. That's a charge. That's a charge. And it's a charge that somebody needs to catch. Okay? Because don't try it. And see, now if she had turned around and beat him down to the last compound, it would be a problem, wouldn't it? She'd be angry. Oh, she'd be violent and hostile. But you just assaulted me. So really, wouldn't it be self-defense? Whoo! Y'all help me. Help me, help me, help me. We got to pray and we got to demand. Because here's the thing, I'm telling y'all something. If you don't feel like you're empowered to make demands, then that's exactly where they want you to be. You are a citizen of this country. You are literally in a position where you are empowered to make demands. We have to make demands. We have to take control over the authority we have as citizens of this country, as citizens of this state, as citizens of this city. We have power. I'm encouraging you. I hope I'm igniting you and exciting you. I am imploring you to use your power. Do not allow yourself to be made victim and be silent. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. That's what I'm talking about. And all the people around him should have been like, are you kidding? Are you joking with this? And they should have taken him down. There should have been a citizen's arrest. But now they didn't kill him. He didn't lose his life. But the man jogging down the street, minding his own business, unarmed, is dead. Now, if that don't get you, I don't know what will. In the name of Jesus, pray. We need some healing. And we have got to take ownership over our authority. You can demand that you deserve to be treated well. We are not in a position where we have to sit by and just take what's given and just listen to what they're saying at face value. No, that's not what this is. We live in a democracy still. Despite the fact that people want to make this a dictatorship, we are still in a democracy. You still have the right. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. You choose. Because here's what I can tell y'all know. Your brain and your thoughts are controlled by you, not vice versa. Your brain and your thoughts are not in control. You are. So you make a choice. You're smart. I posted this the other a few hours ago. You're smart. Be smart. Be smart. And encourage other people to be smart, y'all, because I'm gonna tell you what I know. Dumb is dangerous. Don't be dumb. Be smart. You've been blessed with a level and a full portion, and many of you have more than your portion of intelligence. Share it with people and tell them when they doing stuff that's dumb, they dumb. Because if you love them, you can tell them they dumb. Because I love y'all. And if you walking around without a mask, you being dumb. Don't be dumb. Be smart and wear a mask. All right, y'all. I am ever so grateful, as always, that you took time to be with me. You part of my T Row crew. So you know what I'm getting ready to do. It's Wednesday. Today was wonderful. Cyber hugs. And no, I'm gonna be back here tomorrow live. I'm gonna do Facebook and Instagram tomorrow live for Thirsty Thursdays at 6 o'clock Central. And I'll be back here on Friday. Who knows what we'll have to talk about? We may have to, there was so much in this 30 minutes. We may have to revisit this because it's too much. Friday at 11:30 CT. Live at lunch with Tracy T. That's me. That's all for now, y'all. I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I hope you have a wonderfully amazing Wednesday. And remember, if nothing else, live like it's a gift because it truly is. I'll see you tomorrow.